Yes, we are live. Hello, everyone. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Linda. Hi, everyone.
Hi Yvonne, Linda. Hi Chloe. Okay, today we are top three, top four minus one.
Yes, just minor one arm, but she
Because
promised she
somebody,
may try to join us. She
uh,
promised.
uh, somehow I know believe.
Well, let us hear about that. How good is her
Hmm.
execution power on this part?
hmm So anyway, somebody is on holiday with her mom. So and as you can see, I am also not in my house because I am in Ipoh. And if you look behind me, you
Yeah, so
get
this
to
is how
see.
we actually do
Yeah,
our
so
talk three, talk four. And behind the scenes, sometime, and I think this is the second time. Last time we already done the behind the scene how we actually do this Facebook Live and on YouTube Live. So now you all can see. So this is a unique experience.
so I'm sorry if I look a little bit red today. It was all my fault. Jonas reminded me to bring my lighting, and I told him no need lah. So now the lighting is kind of and so yeah. I promise I'm not drunk.
So, ladies and gentlemen, so right now you can see the other side, the other face of Pauline. Slightly drunk, looks a little bit tipsy,
Not
but
drunk. I didn't drink.
so initially it was like, how in the world you look so drunk, You look so reddish, so
I
puffy. And was like,
know it's so weird. I know it's so super weird. I can only say that I may be drunk on energy. Mm.
yeah, because today we also went to a lot of discovering a lot of energy patterns. So right now
Mm,
we are still drunk with the energy vibration since this
mm,
morning.
mm.
So
I
yeah,
still
forgive
have
us.
goosebumps. Jonas, I still have goosebumps.
Me too. Still have a lot of tingling sensations. And yeah, today is also a very unique experience and doing this live. And you can see the background. These are all live, yeah. There may be some little delay or sort, but nevertheless, tonight we are going to talk about Life Gua 4.
Yes, it is the life gua number four, the geek. Okay, the geek, the scholar. This is literary arts. This is literary arts.
This is also the most academic star. I think most people who wish to activate this one first, especially for children, for the kids, for people who are studying. And I think you are also passionate about metaphysics. Of course, this is also the star that you wanted to activate first.
Mm. Okay, let's go quickly into the general. Oops. Oh, I apologize. Jonas, hold the fort for a second.
Okay,
I
sure, no
just
problem.
realized that I didn't change this. This is squad three characteristics. So I'm just
No
gonna.
worries. I think by right now, everyone already discovered that, the Flying Star 4 does play a major role, especially when it comes to learning, studies. It's all the foundations of how we gain the insights to understand how to learn and dissect complex
Mm,
information. So that's why with the Life Graph 4, you may portray these sets of characteristic in your life and your characteristic building. And so that's why we can find out what kind of interactions that when we add this layer together with your day master, and how will your day master be portraying yourself, things that you may know or you may not know. So like we already seeing that Linda already mentioned that her sister Teresa is Gua 4. So Linda, so perhaps you can help your sister to discover, what is her day master, so that she will be able to at least increase more awareness, and she will find more sense in how to use herself, her given energy. So whatever she do could be more towards scholarly pursuit and how will affect their day masters as well, yeah. Well, Yvonne, 庚寅瓜 4,
鸡毛瓜
哇，
four.
折毛
Oh,
瓜 4.
interesting.
This one really interesting.
鸡毛, okay, Yvonne, 鸡毛 is carries an advancement star by itself. Your close friend, the 鸡毛, with 瓜4 some more, must be very good at the tachet, right?
Yeah. And plus, with all the information we are giving today, I think you have better understanding on how to help your friend to understand how to, sell their strategies, how they can take advantage of their given ability.
So, quick summary of 瓜4 characteristic. Oh yeah, guys, without Charmaine here, okay, we're going to wrap up in like 40 minutes, okay? Then after that, we're going to go and eat wanton mee, okay? So, okay, common characteristics. This is the most romantic of all the life gua. The most, the one who has a rich inner life, a rich inner vista. Okay, this is gua4, right? Whatever happens out there, I have beauty inside me. Is gua4's key theme, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
And scholarly is debatable. Scholarly implies likes to be a bookworm. Some of us really are bookworms, really cannot deny. Okay. But basically interested in growth, I would say. Okay. And because of this broad interest in learning, gua4 tends to be witty and able to talk. Okay? They make fascinating to talk to them because they know a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so that's why if you happen to meet someone with gua4, somehow their tendency to have access to a lot of different knowledge, different very niche knowledge that can spark a lot of conversations. So these are the group of people. So you will find them, they are very interesting and they can spun a lot of witty ideas out of their spontaneity. So that's why for them, you really need to squeeze them out to understand how far and how perceptive thinker they are, yeah, because they can give you a very unique perspective that is going to blow your mind away.
Typically, star4 will tend to have pretty high standards either on aesthetics or on arts or literature, one of this culture. That's like I said, that beauty of the inner world, a lot of it has to do with culture. So culture is a good word for gua4.
Yeah, I will agree on this part because they care a lot about connections as well. And resourceful is all about the foundations of everything, the root of everything. So don't belittle of them when they don't talk. Yeah, once they start talking, it's infinite unbroken chain of conversations topic popping up.
So let's move on. Right, the day masters, gua4 with the day masters. Right,
Jiao, who among you?
4.
Oh, by the way, everyone remember to plot your chart, to find out what is your day master, your life gua. Okay, I just post the link so you can go to plot your own chart to find out what is your day master, what is your life gua. Your life gua will be displayed on top right corner of if you're using 𝗟𝗂 puzzle plotter. So if you found out and then look at the highlight pillar, which is mentioning the day, that is your day master. That's who you are. Okay. So for 𝗟𝗂, so for the 𝗟𝗂 gua4, what we call the 𝗟4, they are quite quiet. They don't talk too much. They are constantly observing and accumulating a lot of data, trying to understand what is going on around. For them, they constantly have the confidence to understand how to position themselves and also how to bring that sense of self-assured that they are standing well, they are firm, and they have plenty amount of resources. So for them, they are quite steady, and it's up to you how you can squeeze the knowledge they have, yeah, because they constantly observe what is going on and they will turn all their observations into very perceptive thinking perspective. So they have their own thoughts. So that's why for 𝗟𝗂, you all need to once you discover them, you need to really ask deep question, yeah, because once they start to unravel all the information, it's going to be very interesting.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Any Yi forehead with us tonight?
Yes. Anyone with the Yi word? Anyone?
Hey, Yi already is sociable. Qua 4 is also Yi wood. So we double up the Yi wood characteristics. Very, very adaptive. Really can think on your feet. Usually this Yi 4 will have the courage to change direction even at the very last minute. No hesitation. Okay. For this one, we need to add a little bit of the negative because we want to bring it to your awareness. There is a tendency in most Gua 4s, all right, to expect people to do things, to be reliant on other people, all right. Most Gua 4 has a little bit of it. Yi would needs to be aware of this. Okay, because again, double the Yi, double the strengths, double the negatives. Okay.
But you need to hold your horse, yeah, Yi 4, because sometimes, over friendly, you may make people felt that, are you flirting with them? Are you giving up the opportunity for them to advance further? So this is the things that you need to manage, because for you, sometimes over friendly could, make other people just misunderstood. But your ability to connect easily, and that is going to help you to access a lot of opportunity, because you are so easy to approach. So having this ability, normally, if I have person like this, I will position them in the front line, like communications, PR, because they are the one who will be able to find out a lot of feedback for us.
Yep. Okay. Any ping force around?
Anyone with the ping 4? Hi, Shirley. Hi, Amethyst and Joe.
Well, ping force,
Explain
okay,
yourself, declare yourself.
declare myself. Okay. There's again definitely there's a strong value on learning. Okay. A strong value on achievement through either literary or art. Basically enjoys being there's a part of being for that enjoys being sunk into the studies. Okay. At least I guess I speak for myself because I really, really, really enjoy it. And I will tend to be very open-minded by nature, not judgmental. Okay, the value is in the refinement, rather than a refinement of thought, as opposed to just arguing for the sake of arguing. So this painful, unlike most of the other things, especially if you have painful with a lot of water in the chart, will tend to be better at considering other people's point of view. However, can also be quite fickle because they are willing to change their mind. So whether this is good or bad is up to you to judge. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes the willingness, you can change my mind. You just argue with me. If you can out argue me, you will change my mind. So again, whether it's neither good nor bad.
Yeah, and they are also open and receptive to us to discover more experience by themselves. So this is a great thing about them, because they believe whatever that we are surrounding right now could be limited. What are the new potential is out there that await us to discover ourselves? So with being 4, they have tendency knowing how to enjoy their life, like traveling especially. So this will actually help them to enrich their life with more real life experience compared to just scholarly, because they not only they wanted to consume information, they want to turn information into real life experience. It's like you read this book, they talk about the certain city, they will go there to experience by themselves, to feel, to connect the informations and the real life experience. So this will help them to enrich, to discover all these unique niche topic. Some people, they will love to discover the UFO, the golden pyramid. So some of them may love poetry, certain art and literature. So it really depends. But for them, it's all about enriching life experience, truth, different perspective or story background. They are very interested to find out how is their life. They will go there to experience by themselves. So it's a very they know how to experience and fact finding by themselves.
Yeah, and actually, I confess, my secret dream job since I was a kid until now is actually to be a librarian. Really. And then
Library.
I found out how much and then I found out how much librarians get paid. So I'm going like, cannot I have 6 dogs, you know? Because it's like, walao, you get paid to read. Very good.
So that's why eventually we're still back to ground zero, grounding. Despite they are driven with all these vivid intentions, their fantasize, their dream job, but eventually we'll still be grounded are very good. It won't be above the cloud nine.
Haha, that still is my dream job, okay? Why are librarians so badly paid? Okay, that's enough about me.
Think fire.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Think fire, they are well refined characters. You look at them, you know they are well composed,
Change
they are
their
well
minds like that.
they just able to exude that sense of charm, that sense of attraction. You find them very self-composed. It's just somehow you felt their aura, their energy is very vivid, attractive, and they are very self-composed. Whatever they say, somehow able to enlighten you, able to mesmerize you. So for them, they constantly be able to provide a lot of different insights and information to you. But somehow they may be slightly fickle, and because of they believe that they need to be receptive of everyone's thought to a stage that they forgot about their own inner voice. So therefore they need to learn, sometimes they are people who complain at you. They will have tendency to give you a lot of feedback. They are affecting your thoughts. You have to turn whatever their feedback as a part of motivation to drive you, and this will become your fuel of self-empowerment towards growth. Once you understand why they are saying certain things, how they whatever their intention is, you need to understand the root cause and how to turn them into your field of passion. That is the most crucial part that you need to master. What do you think about this one?
I think force one of the things that could possibly mess up a thing for is this mercurial roller coaster. Okay, very easy to go up and down because um your reaction to issues is immediate, and honestly usually prefers to listen to other people's opinions, okay, instead of trying to come up with your own. So because of that, right, this dependence on outside so will cause this fluctuation. So again, this is to be managed. Okay, nothing good, nothing bad, right? Just something to be managed. But what it does is it's very charming, quirky.
Oh yes, that's the word. Because
Okay,
they need this
very
kind of
quirky.
pattern in
Yeah.
order to actually expand their brightness sometimes.
Mm.
So you do need new explosive kind of new fuel to empower you once in a while. Otherwise you felt that steady growth of flame is going to burn out. So that's why once in a lifetime you need new stimulation. So this one will have tendency to seek for new insights, seeking for new resources, and this will help them to propel themselves to shine brighter.
Okay, let's move on, shall we? Move on.
Yes, Wu Earth Wu 4. Okay, by right now, what is your day master for those who have life gua 4? Can you please let us know so that we can provide more information like we already have Geng 4, G4. Hi, database. This is Will. Yep. Anyone with the Gua 4 Wu Earth Day Master? Okay, let us talk about the Wu 4. Well, Wu 4, they are quite open-minded, and whatever they see, they will see everything from truth horizontally. So they are broad-minded. For them, it's like every possibility everything can be possible. So they are more receptive and be willing to accept and ready to accept. So for them, they're also quite prudent, because for them, they need to portray themselves. They felt that they need to create something, and being able to be persistent in creating new expansion for them. So deep inside, they also garner a lot of resources, and they are hunger to actually make the breakthrough. But somehow for them, they need that sense of push, because otherwise they can be very impulsive. Yeah, sometimes don't look about don't think they are quite stubborn, but once they just need some push to make that baby step start rolling. Once the baby steps start to rolling, eventually they will start to go all out. Yeah, they have this ability. What do you think about
I
this one?
think I think what stops 𝗚𝗂 sometimes is worry about lose face. Okay, because 𝗚 reputation is very important to a 𝗚, and sometimes there is it's very normal. Most of us have it. If you don't do, you cannot tell. Okay, so sometimes this pride can be the thing that stops 𝗚𝗂 from doing what they try. But extremely insightful people, 𝗚𝗂, okay, very able to like Jonas has said, very good at finding out resources, very good at bringing in new resources. The thing very sharp, very perceptive, right? And I think out of everyone, this one has the higher EQ because it's so steady.
Yeah, they're able to handle circumstances, and they know what to do and when to react.
Wow,
Wow.
Madeline Ng, 3 꽐𝗄4.
Yeah, wow. Family members have Yi Ding Gui Agua for. Wow, this is
Your
very, very
family
interesting.
very romantic. Either very artsy, very literature, maybe very musical even. Okay, very cultured. Your family is very cultured.
Yeah, they also could be a lot of they practice a lot of culture, and also the what we call the ritualistic, like certain important celebrations. These are all crucial, yeah, for them.
Yes.
Wow,
Okay.
Yi would. So I wonder who is the boss among all. Who is the
Who
one?
is
You
the
do this,
boss
you do this,
among
you do this.
all? Kui lor, kui lor.
And then the rest don't even notice. Yeah, man, yeah, man. I done it
Yeah,
already.
man, no, man. Yeah, man. He's the kui, he's the boss man. No, no, I don't think so.
Wow, Sean, Geng For, Madeline. Yes, yes. For which part?
Cultured
You have a lot of
family,
family ritual, a lot of important dinner gatherings.
or is it a cultured family? Teresa is quite
This is
bossy.
quite bossy. She will know how to order people to do the right things.
Wait, but Teresa is what did Linda say? Teresa is says in 꽐𝗄4, but Madeline.
Ooh,
So yes,
culture.
cultured.
Yes.
All right, and very very romantic as well. Yes.
Mm.
Okay. So now let's move on to
The
G4.
earth.
Okay. Of course. For 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 someone that is in tune with their inner senses, right? They are. I mean, we keep using resource. I think for the next 3 months, I don't want to use the word resourceful with the earth anymore. Everybody's sick of that word. Okay, because of this attunement with yourself. Okay, there is alignment between action and words. Okay, so G4 tends to be a fast action taker, right? Can be very uh can also be very creative when it comes to finding ingenious solutions. Okay, what do you think, Jonas?
Yes, I like the G4 because why? whatever you give them, they were somehow able to upgrade it. That's the great thing about them. Somehow they are able to turn things for the betterment, and it's going to drive them to find way to innovate and try to make something new out of it. So they are very practical, yeah, by the way, this one, because they will try to innovate something to improve it. That's their drive.
Mm,
So that's why they can be non-stop, find out how they can improve anything. So for them, they could be, keep researching a lot of stuff to find out what is the latest stuff, how to improve our current lifestyle. So for them, for G4, they could also help you to oversee the things that you may not see the flaws or the potential of
mm,
upgrade or improvement in yourself.
yep. Okay,
Wow, very true for G4.
let's move on to 𝗂𝗂. So,
Ooh.
unbeknown to a lot of people, because you don't show it, 𝗂𝗂 metal is the most romantic of the 10 stems. I know. Shock Pikachu face. I do. Pikachu face. Okay. 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 But it tends to be there is a modicum of control for sure. All right. This there is a modicum of restraint to Gua 4 brings this restraint to Geng's all action thingy. But okay, this is the most romantic. And I think we should have a conversation about Gua 4 and romance. Okay, that is a whole topic by itself. Okay. So out of all the Gua, okay, and basically enjoys the feeling of the buzz of being in love with being in love. Okay, so passion. This is, I think, one of the most passionate of the Geng metals. Okay, passion becomes a real thing in your life, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, and they are also very open, more receptive to understand what their partner truly needs. Yeah, because this one they're constantly seeking for personal growth. So for people with the Geng 4, they will constantly seeking for personal growth with a very methodological manner, and because they believe that they are currently they're consciously aware that where they are, what state they are in, they clearly know where should they be climbing towards the next direction. So if they have partner, it will help them to constantly build each other up and motivate each other to grow towards the ultimate destination. So for
Mm,
Guafo, they are seeking for constant self-improvement. So this is the thing that will drive them to work together with meaningful people together. So having the ability to connect and understanding and constantly wanted to bring more positive life force into any relationship, or they wanted to spread their what we call spreading their aura or energy to influence everyone to do something together. This is something that will make them finding the sense of fulfillment and connections. So this is quite important for going for as well. Yeah.
mm, indeed. Okay, let's move on. Okay, scene 4. Okay, of course, law, communicative law. Yes, this one has charm in spades. Okay, so very silver tongue. For sure, this has a lot of ammo when it comes to networking, because you're never short of anything to say. Okay, this scene 4 has the ability to make the people around you feel at ease. All right. So very persuasive. All right. No problem with small talk. Some of us struggle with small talk. Okay. And always able to quickly feel out the situation and respond accordingly. This scene 4 is fantastic.
Yeah, and Sinfo, they're also someone who know how to value the finest thing in life. So for
Mm,
them, they will know how to enjoy their life. They also appreciate every single details that you put or your effort that you put into your craft. So for them, they totally their thoughts pattern is more refined in many ways. So that's why they also value
mm.
the tiny little detail. Oh, finally, someone
Oh,
just show
today,
rich.
today, today I
Sorry,
did twice already. My shock Pikachu face.
sorry.
So Charmaine, how was your experience, your seafood trip went?
Oh, no, it's not seafood trip. It's food. It's all about food, 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 and food. Okay, so yeah, now I talk with my tummy very super duper full. So halfway I might doze off with okay sorry.
As usual.
Sean, yes, guys, let's talk about romance. For Guap 4, okay, because I don't want to slide there because everyone will think
Mm.
that it's related to either sin or curse. Okay, this is a Guap 4 unique problem for all the day masters. Okay, we like the fantasy. We chase the fantasy. Yes, love's growth. But in everything we do, think of Madeline's family. Think of the word culture. What is culture? Culture is an ideal. Okay? 你喺度做乜鬼嚟？
冇啊，而家難得人哋睇到 background 嘛，they can see how I
Can you
actually
see
shape like when I'm doing live, you
crazy
know.
person inside there? So in I know for the other class we never spoke about the romance, but Qua 4 is important for us to know ourselves. We enjoy the fantasy over reality. We are in love with being in love. So sometimes Qua 4 finds it hard to say no, and therefore ends up in a bad relationship because again it's always chasing the fantasy. And here's the thing, Qua 4's rich inner world, nothing can live up to that rich inner world, nothing. So determining what is baseline is very important.
Yeah, because they have their own sets of expectation when they are putting so much effort, they expect the equal contribution from their partner. So that's why they will overcare, sacrificial, willing to go to the extra miles in order to support their other half to get what they want. But like Pauline mentioned, you do need to aware the baseline, the foundations, and you cannot expect too much. Sometimes it's about your actions to influence other people to grow towards the same goal direction. So you may have bad romance experience. High chance is because the path has been deviated. You set the trail directions is already firm and foundation. But the problem is, are they aligned out? Is your partner even aware that you have that sets of expectation? So setting relationship goal is crucial. And girl 4, they are also very nurturing. By the way, there are tendency for
Not
girl.
just going for all fours, all Qua 4 has this
In my
similar
experience, in my case,
don't just
I know.
come the gung for.
This one I wanted to highlight because I found out Gung 4 tendency to keep pets, kitten, squirrel, hamster. Don't know why. So either they are very caring and nurturing children, or somehow they may adopt, pets, cats, squirrel, hamster, something like that. So you may need to, find out this pattern as well. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's the word on romance. Why we talking romance? Pauline rarely talks romance, but because Qua 4, this one is something that I feel it's important that Qua 4s know about themselves. Okay, so now let's continue.
To the scene 4. But where's the
Yeah,
slide?
I have one time me waiting for me, so
Yeah, lor. We need to find way to reheat and warm back our wonton.
no need, I'll eat it cold, Joe.
Okay,
Okay,
scene 4.
scene 4, right? Let's go to run 4. 係嘛？
吓scene 4搞掂開啦咩
We're done with 係嗎？
我入嚟你哋咪講緊先咩？
係啊。
？Partial only 嘛，okay, just to
好
add
好
on.
好，你未講晒，OK OK OK，go
Okay,
ahead。
so
Sorry。
scene 4, they are witty, they know how to spun around with different informations. They somehow able to turn a very cold jokes into a very funny one. For them, they also exude this sense of easy to approach, but they can be very witty. And this sense of characteristic and personality will also exude certain sense of charming, that you found out they are quite intelligent. They are very driven with a lot of facts and figure. They will turn a lot of facts and figure into funny form of presentations. So for them, somehow you just attracted to them by the way they articulate themselves. So this is very unique approach for them. Scene 4.
Okay, let's move on to Ren 4.
Teresa,
Hey.
Linda mentioned Teresa definitely a cat woman. May I know what is her day master? Is it Geng? I wanted to know. Cat woman.
Yeah, anyone who knows a gung metal day master who collects cats, please tell Jonas, okay? He's doing research. And
Yeah, I'm doing my research.
Yeah, and anyone who knows a Ping Day master who has dogs, please also tell Jonas. He's also doing research. I'm already a statistic.
Yeah. I'm collecting all this data.
I think it's 咁啱 only 係咪？數啱啫。
我都覺得係咁啱啊，but he's
I
so
hope so.
convinced.
Nowadays I
He's so
think
convinced.
係喎，like no matter what day master or what also 好多都有 like cat dog 噶啦嚇。
That's why I wish to collect all this data lo, to find out, to prove this myth.
Unfortunately, Charmaine, I became a statistic.
Or you actually you are helping the Chinese metaphysics, this ancient wisdom to add on their big data, is it?
Yeah, because it's part of the big data. You know, she and Pauline happened to be one of my sample size, and I also have another few Ping Fire Day Master person. They just love and protective of their animal. So I cannot joke about that.
I
No,
also
it's okay. You can joke about my dogs. I'll just get them to bite you. No problem.
You see. Just another sample, just showing the belang, the stripe. Okay, Ren 4.
Enough jokes about the things. Okay, Ren 4. If you have one Ping, come and tell us later in the that I am a Ping and I got no dogs and no cats, and what are you all talking about? So
then you should adopt one.
Okay. Ren 4, very good at critical thinking. All right. Very good at also very persuasive. Usually enjoys a brain ache. Okay, best way to describe. I like a brain ache. Okay, most fours likes a brain ache. Okay, this one especially. If the brain don't ache, it does no fun.
Okay. Like to think lah, so if let's say meaning that 卦 4, which is very true, I think, yeah, because they are so knowledgeable. So like if they don't use their brain, then it's not like, it's like a waste on the brain, right?
The slightly negative side is very apart from gifted conversationalist, gifted at mental gymnastics. So able to justify anything one, yeah. This is the kind of negative side of it. Okay, so this one is something to be aware and something to evaluate for yourself whether it's a good trait, it's a helpful trait or not.
Yeah, because Ren 4, they have tendency to wanted to create things that is going to scale up. So they love all these things to pushing the boundary. So that's why they are also a deep thinker, yeah, because they have tendency to wanted to create their own ocean, their own ecosystem. They have tendency wanted to make things to scale up to the highest cost. So for them, they will think every single path thoroughly to a stage that sometimes they can quite critical in terms of how they approach stuff as well. So this group of people somehow able to see the big picture, big spectrum that will attract people to work together with them. So they have this ability to find a sense of connections so that everyone can build the ecosystem together.
in the end, last but certainly not least, is the 𝗂𝗂. Okay. I think of all the four 𝗂 is the most unconventional because this is the ultimate freedom sign. Okay, the most creative, no boundaries. Okay, anything is possible. Okay, it would be nice to be a 𝗂𝗂, really. Okay, Jonas, what do you think?
Yes, 𝗂𝗂, they will constantly have a lot of new ideas, even down to the last minute. They will still find way to squeeze in their new ideas. They will find that any potential of gap, even in the very last minute of launching, they will still wanted to push the new stuff, and even it could be beta, it could be testing stage, but somehow they will be able to create the trailer, able to create something that make you feel that wow, there's new innovations that bound to unleash themselves in certain times. So they will constantly give you a lot of new excitement, a lot of new things to seeking forwards, or something that you can looking forwards to. So 𝗂𝗂, they have this ability because they constantly able to connect a lot of dots. The more you talk with them, the more ideas popping up, the more dots are created. So somehow they were able to connect and create something that you totally felt that is uncaught of, unheard of. And that's how unique they are, yeah.
And for 𝗂𝗂, because of this chase of fantasy, sometimes because this constantly always chasing for better, perfection, right? So sometimes can end up being a little bit impractical. It depends. So if you have the leverage, as the boss, all right, then you can probably demand such high standards. But if you do not have the leverage, then it may be a little difficult.
Yeah, so for 𝗂𝗂, make sure you have team who can help you to make sure to deliver whatever that you
Who
have.
are willing to give up sleep.
Yes, tirelessly, non-stop. They will just call you at 4 in the morning. Hey, before you launch this in the next 4 hours, can you do this, do this, do this? Yeah, that's 𝗂𝗂. Do you like that?
If let's say a 𝗂𝗂, it is good that to be a boss or to be a leader, so that whenever you have all these crazy ideas or out of the box way of doing things, and you will have your staffs or someone that who can execute it for you.
Yeah,
Or
you need that a lot.
if let's say you are a
And
staff and you are one full of ideas, then you just, because boss cannot be like always listen to you, if your ideas are always so crazy and unconventional. Okay. Or so they were, wow, meaning that those that who have 𝗂𝗂, faster check your chart, see whether you are probably a boss material. You are not someone.
okay, here's the thing. They are changing up to the last minute because they are so in tune with the current energy. That's why they are changing. Yeah. So it's like, oh, I feel feel like that. Today I feel a lot, so I feel suddenly, oh, so I need to change it. So that's the reason why they are changing. But here's the thing: before, not everyone can feel the same energies.
What you feel, other people cannot sense. So that's why to work with 𝗂𝗂, you have to be very ultimately extremely adaptive and be ready with tons of resources. It's just like waiting to handle something, some new explosion or some new explosive ideas. It's going to be uncaught of, unheard of, and it's going to be very last minute that no one can literally can catch him. It's so unpredictable. So this is the fun part
Yes,
for them.
yes. But the one that I always find that the hardest for them is the transition between career and business when you are transitioning because your product never ready.
Yeah.
Always you change.
So if you ask them to become the product development, business development team, you have to give them the earlier deadline, the earlier date as the deadline that you have to pass out in the morning. But when the real deadline maybe is tomorrow 10 in the morning, you have to force them out.
I wonder, actually, it makes me wonder if they are, I mean, if we have a partner who is 𝗟𝗂, 唔知會係點嘅咧？嗬。
Wow, it's going to be very exciting. Like a jukebox or box of chocolate, you will never know what you get.
Do we have any 𝗟𝗂 here or not?
Yes.
I think
do we have any?
Yeah. Hey, we talk so long about 𝗟𝗂. Got no 𝗟𝗂, we move on.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
So,
next.
Yeah, so probably
Okay,
don't
next.
have. Yeah.
Okay. So, easy peasy, favorable facing directions. 𝗟𝗂 is the East group, so this one is quite straightforward. Life generating. No. Okay. Kenyi Heavenly Doctor is in the south. Okay, I'm pointing south there. South. Yan Yan. Longevity is the east. This is for good relationships, generally. Fu Wei, good for concentration, good for feeling of security, stability. That would be the southeast. Okay, all the rest, no need to know. Okay,
Unless your life is very peaceful.
Unless your life is very peaceful, okay, then if you want to know, then please DM me and then I'll tell you the direction. I want to know my other bad directions. Please tell me. I want to try.
Life is too 風景浪靜, give me a tough one, 咁樣係嘛? Okay, then check out the bad one.
Okay, so suggested sector for 20. Remember last week, Q8 had like everything.
Almost
literally can use every single sector.
Every sectors can use.
Yes. Q4 also look
Also,
at the
not
smorgasbord.
哎呀，你們就好了。
Hey, faster use next year no more. Tell first.
真好。
Okay, so all Q4s who are watching now developing buffet syndrome. Don't know where to go. Okay, so recommended if you can. Again, guys, this is use. Okay, means I go to that sector and I do something. Okay, so the not suggesting that you do any activations. These are not activations, just usage. Okay, so north is the place to go to. This is the place for a blossoming of talent, boost your networking efforts, can increase your popularity. Basically, opportunity come to me. Song bo, song leh.
Song.
Things
just come to you somehow.
Somehow, okay. Oh, super song, okay. So north, okay. 2023 only, next year change, okay. Next year not so many, okay. Southeast, don't say I never warn you, okay. Southeast, if you okay, Q4 intellectual, right? But want to do that time different story, right? So if you are needing a little bit of a boost, all right, to turn intellectual into action and execution, Star 3 is what you need, and that would be in the southeast. This will boost your ability to respond to difficulties. The only thing is that be a bit cautious if people come offering collaborations. You need to check them out. You need to do some background checks, please.
Yeah, because the southeast is also will attract peach blossom as well, especially for men. But for those who are already in relationship, you may need to be aware that potentially sometimes the short-term attraction may cause you some backfire. So if you're using southeast, you just have to pay a little bit more attention. And for female, you need to be aware of your mental stress conditions, because sometimes you may self-beaten down yourself to to a very stressful situations that is unnecessarily. All you need to do is just go out to solve problem, to understand what is the real cause of things. This is something that you need to learn and also practically hands-on to solve it.
Okay, next to the use with caution gang, that would be, let's start with star one in the southwest. This is good for focus and concentration. Good for Hua For's favorite hobby, which is research. Tachet, very good for tachet.
Do experiments as well. Don't just study. Do experiment. You need to take action.
Okay, and the other one that is also usable but a little bit tiring. Star two now in the east. All right, good for laying foundation. Good for generating passive income. After all the tachet, now you want to xia che. After all the reading books, now you want to write books. This is a good place to be.
Meaning that for those that who are always because Gua 4 is about learning so meaning that those that who always loves learning and you always find ways to warm it out, so then please go to the east sector to warm it whatever that you improve.
But using this sector for us ladies, be careful. There may be too much use of this sector can cause issues between women in the household. Okay, so like problems between siblings, for example, that kind
In-law,
of
mother-in-law.
mother-in-law problem. Okay, so MIL, just no MIL. Okay, so never mind. Now, if you, like me, have a lifelong dream to be librarian, center 4 in the center is the place to be. And now I know why this year I'm spending a lot of time in the center of the house. I always go elsewhere, my feet bring me back to the center. I go elsewhere, come back to the center. See? Want to be librarian.
So we have to ask her what books or library you have collected so far.
Usually my books are centered. Last time it was a lot of fantasy genre, but in recent years, fantasy genre has turned YA, and I'm not a big fan of that. So nowadays I read a lot of crime, especially thrillers. So my favorite author is Agatha Christie. FYI, I do have 1,000 books in my library.
I thought you were about to say, FYI, I also have Kama Sutra on my collections too.
I think it's around in there somewhere. It's in there somewhere. Okay, so move on. Okay, so leadership. West is the one to go through to. All right. If the external landforms is positive, this can bring a boost. The external landform must not have any negative sha like pylons and stuff like that. Okay. So if the external landforms are negative, please don't use, because the 4 and 6, even though it's a combo 10, can build stressful.
It is like everything just everything will also involve you. Everything is also related to you somehow, some way.
So now we spoke at length about romance. Okay, northeast. Okay, where he is now, but he's not guapo.
That's why I'm fine. I'm doing fine.
Okay, so it brings in positive. Okay, northeast positive external formations will bring you smooth relationships, romance luck. Okay, if external landforms are negative, please don't use. Okay, but if you want to improve on your networks, then one possible way is to use the northeast in 2023. Okay, and last but not least, star 8 in the south can be harnessed to bring investment opportunities, but okay, star 8 don't deal with fast money one. Okay, So star 8 only works when you work.
If you activate it, you are forced to work. You're compelled to deliver. That's the good thing
Yes.
about it, whether you like it or not. But somehow you will be able to slim down, yeah, because your work die you. So no worries.
Okay, so that's the last slide for Qua 4. We are done. And so next week, peoples, okay, we are going to have the June 8 forecast presented by dun, dun, dun.
Please 多多支持。
Next week, Jonas and me, our job is only to
cannot. You guys must add on, okay? You guys must add on, okay? Because I know
I'll bring popcorn.
right? So you guys please don't worry that I will bring you to Timbuktu, okay? Yeah, I have 2 Heng here to bring it back to the right direction. I won't bring you to Holland on June, okay? No worry.
Okay. That's pretty much it for Qua 4. So, shall we see everybody next week?
Yes.
So what's the words for the coming up? What we left?
7, 5.
7 and 5 only.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Then I think
Yeah.
I think no need to vote. We leave the 5 to last.
Yes. Agree.
Highly agreeable.
Yeah.
Agree.
Our
Alright.
大家姐 have spoken.
Hey, you guys are all so quiet. After I come in already, you guys are all so quiet. Okay. Just like I came in, I have to keep on reading all the past comments. All right. And then suddenly now also quiet. Oh, Geng got pet. See someone answer.
What pet do you have, Sean? Share with us. Hamster or cat? Or cat? Or cat? I'm too hungry with
Linda
kids.
has someone at 7. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think not many. I think many of them. All their qua has been read up already. So
Yeah, most of them already.
Nothing anymore already.
Isn't that nice? Now you all already discover additional layers of how the life qua actually influence your life.
But I think because after so many.
Dog left last year. Rest in
Oh,
peace, dog.
rest in
Oh,
peace.
so sorry to hear. Okay. So, but I think for since there's already 9 7, yeah, 7 qua has been explained. Okay. So I think mostly all of them now since those that who your qua has been read before. Okay. I maybe next round that we will hope that to hear from you guys to share was it resonate with you or not? Okay, so please go back and check out all those guas which is you, and because we would like to hear, we would like to know also. Okay, are those that we've said that you are those specific characters that fits into you or not? So we need to know also 嘛，otherwise 我哋齋 share 咁樣齋 share with it, then we don't know whether how are your are they really fits to you guys or not, so that at least we know. Help us, please help us, okay? Let us know more so that we know that all the things here shared you, because after that you can always add in all these different layers, okay? Then you say, oh, okay, oh, I'm 鬼师, I'm like this, so then what is my then you can read back the before, if let's say you are eating God, so wow, so what is the adding on? It's actually very nice to find out that. 好嘛 好嘛
Yes.
Very hungry, I think. Sorry, I think I'm the only one very full now.
Yeah,
Ay.
yeah, huh?
I want to stay on, okay? Don't want
You
to
can
leave
stay on alone.
I'm very full.
Okay,
Sai
you,
mèn à, sai mèn à.
you
Đúng
can
rồi.
stay on alone. My man.
有咯，呢排咁曬，唔曬命真係要曬乾你啊！真係捉住你，攤住你曬。
Oh, data win.
Wow,
Okay,
database.
this, yes. Okay.
Yes, so happy for you all. Thank you very much. Thank
Very
you, Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Linda.
Also, okay. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. So, yeah, sorry again for my late. Okay. 감사합니다. Okay. So, 真係唔好意思啊，入嚟冇幾耐我就話拜拜啦。
Wait. Jonathan and I can leave. She can continue talking to you. No problem.
Yeah, she can do the encore by herself. No problem. 小問題。
Next week I come in 1 hour earlier. Okay lah. So see you guys.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Good night. Bye.
See you all next week. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Ciao.